Yeah, this was rather interesting. Did some small experiments. I set this one up at 22 grams to the litre of cyano-phyto-driving nutrients, in other words 2/3 seawater basically, and yeah, and the liverwort, the Queensland's lace, and the moss is not doing too well. So the liverwort is tougher than the moss, and the oxalis is okay. So that's what whereas the three false dandelions look like they're dead at the moment. I think they are dead, which is very interesting. So they're probably a bit like Drosera hamiltonii, which is Drosera hamiltonii is only like an 11 grammer, even though it grows with cephalotus, which is whose salt fragment index lies between 2/3 seawater and actual seawater, so somewhere in between. In helium-4, of course, of the two species I tested was at least 1 1/3 seawater, which is bloody fucking amazing, as we say down here in southern Abilene. And scratching your head for some for things that come from tapuis, which are heavily rained on, if not constantly, for every day for at least 3 months of the year, if not longer. Heavily torrential downpours for at least 3 months of the year, basically, almost every day, sort of thing. But then when you look at the photographs of the rocks, they're black and brown at the top, and I thought, oh, well, there you go. Maybe that's where the cation and anion exchange capacity actually lies. A bit like charcoal can pull the pH in from both ends. And of course, they use charcoal a lot in Terra Preta, of course. Thinking, is this the same sort of thing? Is this where the actual cation and anion or salt fragment index actually lies in these soils? So I thought I'd give a bit of a spot test, and so far I'm somewhat impressed that the liverwort is that tough, as you can see, but a bit surprised that the moss isn't as tough as I would have thought it would be. But and the Queensland's lace, which is and the oxalis, you see, but they're all dicots apparently. I did look that up just to think, well, hang on, have we got a difference between monocot and dicot? But no, they're all dicots apparently. I looked them up last night, so yeah. Anyway, so I'll give it another go. I've got another idea. I'll set up another one, probably over there or something like that, and see how we go. Oh yeah, I got a little hole in the side here, by the way, to stop for flooding sort of thing. So it gets rained on, but as we know from past experiments here, it's not going to affect much down there, you see. So you learn these things when you actually do the experiment. You start to learn a few things. So yeah. Anyway, we'll see how it goes, and I'll set up another one with a slightly different variation. We'll see how we go. Might get a bit of a surprise. You never know. If what I'm thinking is true, we might actually get a bit of a surprise. Might actually be able to get out of this pit we've dug ourselves into faster than we think. So yeah. Anyway, over and out for now. The latest news came out overnight. Is this Pierre Poilievre, or whatever, the one they're all putting their hopes on to replace Trudeau? It turns out he is a WEF puppet. So when Klaus Schwab says he owns half the parliament, then he rephrases, I own more than half the parliament of Canada, maybe he's referring to Pierre. Apparently they've got screenshots that have been scrubbed from yesteryear, when he actually mentions he's a globalist puppet. Basically, he went through the Klaus Schwab Young Globalist program. So yeah, that dashes Canada's hopes. They are in real big trouble now. Okay, over and out. See ya.